All right, my friends, I've got this awesome looking pumpkin, and guess what? It lights up, if you can see that. It lights up. It is from Dollar General, but I think I also saw them at Dollar Tree, but they were a little more expensive. But keep your eye out. These are pretty cool looking. I'm going to spruce mine up because I'm not a huge fan of the gold, because it is white and gold. I do like the white, but I'm not a huge fan of the gold, and it's just kind of boring. So we're going to spruce it up a little bit. I'm going to jump right in here. I'm Vicky with the Purple Penguin Craft Room, and this is going to be just my kind of sprucing up project, is I guess what we'll call it. And let's take our wire cutters, cut those off. Maybe I'll save them for later. Let's go ahead and take this, because it's gold. Not a huge fan of it, like I said. We're going to go ahead. I've got this Waverly chalk paint in hazelnut brown. And let's... All right. I already like that much better than the gold. Already starting to look better. That's got to dry. So we'll set that off to the side. Now I want to bring in, these are paint stir sticks. They're the 12-inch ruler sticks, the 10-pack. I got mine at, it's either Lowe's or Home Depot, but I think they have the same brand, basically. They were only a couple bucks. About 9 inches of it. This was going to be for a different project, and I had already cut a couple of 9-inch ones already, just because, like I said, it was for another project. 9 inches I found works perfect for the base of this, and which I like, giving this a base. However, with the thought of giving this a base, you have to think about it, because you have to actually turn on and off your little light too, unless you don't want to. It's totally up to you. I do want to be able to turn it on and off. So what I came up with was, again, these are my 9-inch, and I took one, so I have 3, but I took one, and then I cut about 1.5 inches from the middle of it. So that gives me a hole for my pumpkin to be able to turn on and off the light. So with that, let's go ahead and we're going to stain these before we glue them together, before we put them underneath our pumpkin. So there's the process here. So we're going to do the Waverly Antique Wax. Okay, when we have all those stained, now you want to double check so you can see the ruler part of this. They do have rulers on them. Go ahead and make sure those are on the bottom. And then we want to go ahead and glue them together. So we're just going to take, of course, our tacky glue and... All right, and we'll just set this off to the side for just a minute and go ahead and let that dry before we put our pumpkin piece on top of it. So after we glued together your pieces, I went ahead and I used the E6 or the Gorilla Glue again and glued my metal piece on here. The trickiest part was just trying to line it up to where the candle lined up so that you can get so you can still get the switch. So we can see that now. That is awesome. And I left it, it was big enough to where if you need to do the battery, you could totally do the battery piece as well. But this is definitely not going anywhere. It already is starting to look a little bit better. It's not as boring, right? It's not just the metal piece. I was thinking about doing some red leaves to give it some color, but I don't like the light brown top. So we're going to make that darker. So we're going to go ahead, since this is chalk paint, I can go ahead and I'll paint over the chalk paint with this matte bark brown from Folk Art, just to give it a little color. Like I said, I just want it to be a little bit darker. So that's all done and dry. I did miss a few spots. You can see I kind of didn't do the greatest job of painting, but I'm okay with that. I like, you know, little imperfections are totally okay with that. And I can actually do the back if that's what I really want to hide that, or just let it go. So we'll just do this as the front. And I'm just going to take a little baby E6000. I love these things. These are so convenient when you just have small little projects that you don't... All you have to do is you've got the pointy part in the cap. You just stick that in there. Puncture it eventually. There we go. Got it. And we're going to decorate. So I've got this is a raffia bow that I made. It's just one of my finger bows. And it's just, I used the raffia ribbon. Now you can use whatever bow you want. If you need to see how I made this bow, message me in the comments and I will do a separate video on how to do it. Okay, had to stop and kind of let that dry for a little bit. It's still not completely dry, but we're gonna move on. So normally I would let that completely dry. We're gonna stick our leaves in here to see how that looks. And I'm not gonna glue them in just yet, because I might change them out for green ones. Not sure. I might change them out for green or even the light brown. So the fact that I can just set them in there, that's actually pretty cool looking. I'll just leave that like that. Now, the final gussy upness of it, we're gonna go ahead and do Spanish moss and use our tacky glue. This is just the regular tacky glue, so that we can go ahead and glue on the Spanish moss here. Now a little bit of Spanish moss goes a long way. I'm gonna even stick some inside here too. Alright, you guys, it's all done. It looks so much better than how it looked before. You could definitely do this two-sided as well, so I could put a bow on the other side as well if I wanted to do that. I'm not going to for this project just because I do want to keep it one-sided, but I can always add another bow. This will look great with my fall and Thanksgiving decorations. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you do the same thing or something very similar. So keep on coming back for more at the Purple Penguin Craft Room, and happy crafting.